The most news in the morning. CNN's American Morning. Weekday, 6 a.m. Eastern.
There's a lot of enthusiasm around the Tea Party movement right now. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we talked to Sharon Angle out in Nevada. That movement has put candidates on the playing field for the upcoming midterm elections, and all the experts out there are predicting a huge wave of victories for Republicans in November. Democrats know they have this enthusiasm gap to overcome, so progressives try to throw a Tea Party of their own over the weekend, except they weren't calling it a Tea Party. This One Nation event, as it was dubbed, drew thousands of liberal activists down to the National Mall in Washington. Just look at it. It was put together by some of the biggest unions and civil rights groups out in the country. Organizers say all of this was designed to fire up the progressive base and turn out votes for Democrats. And one of the event's headliners, former presidential candidate and Reverend, you all know him, Al Sharpton, warned the crowd that Republicans would try to undo many of the laws Democrats have passed in the last 18 months if they take back the Congress.
We got to go home, and we've got to hit the pavement. We've got to knock on doors. We've got to ring our church bells. We got to get ready for the midterm exam. We can't stop in 08. We got to get ready in 10. From 10-2 to 11-2, we're going to pass the midterm exam.
Al Sharpton fired up there about the midterm exam, as he called it. And unlike the Tea Party rallies, which generally call for small government and low taxes, you had a sharp contrast out there. Demonstrators at the One Nation event were after more assistance for the unemployed, a boost in spending on education, those types of issues. You could say there were some similarities out there. While Glenn Beck was not on hand, the crowd did have liberal talk show host Ed Schultz on stage, and there were a few provocative handwritten signs out in the crowd, like the one, and I'm just reading here, Axis of Ignorance, Tea Party, Republicans, and Fox News. There were lots of other signs out there. It was sort of like a Tea Party, but on the opposite end of the spectrum.